diagnose some stuff. I mean, it's a trailer. Nothing too new crazy. Let's look at these. He needs a 99. We've got the toughest schedule. SMH, can the Bucks go back? So from here, maybe they did something with the little news station. Because if you go to franchise, there's a news station. But the thing is, like, nobody uses it because it's pretty bland. Honestly, it is very bland. You don't really get nothing crazy over there. But if they did touch that up, that would be a little nice. What we got here, who I doubt they have video things, you know, because people use custom players in franchise, so they're not going to waste time to do that. If they do, they need to make it to where they have a bunch of preset names, so that way if your quarterback or whoever created player you have has one of those preset. They did this in the older Madden. You go play an older Madden, you throw your name in, you will hear one of the announcers say your name. But with this, they should just have a bunch of preset names that, even if it sounds a little thrown in, at least get that personalization in there. So if all the new, because they keep saying like they add the new voice lines and for, you know, franchise and stuff or play now, but you know, after a certain amount of time, you know, the players are going to be out of there, or people like to use their custom players. I want to hear my name, because if I'm using a custom player, or if I'm doing a player career with my own guy who's not somebody who's already in the NFL, I get none of that. I don't get the new stats, none of that. So they gotta finesse that. But yeah, nothing crazy over here. This is all here. Yeah, let the league set. Okay, nothing crazy. See some Justin Fields there, but change happens, yada yada. We do need to look at the blog though. What I want to see. Wait, no, pause. We don't. No, okay. Yeah. Yeah, look at these stiff ass juke animations. That's my only. Does that juke animation where it takes a year and a day for you to move? Like, you perfectly time, like the dude would be coming at you and you would try to juke right here, but you'll literally be standing there and then you would juke as you're getting hit. So I don't know. Maybe I just got to get the timing down. There was a smooth tackle animation there, strip sack, yada yada yada. Picks, emotion happens. Speaking of emotion happens, you cannot tell me that is not the exact same that happens that's been happening in the last two Maddens. Oh, we lost. Come on. I'm trying to name these. I only know Jack Harlow. I don't know these other two. If you probably tell me who they are, I know, but I don't know faces like that. I don't keep up with celebrities. Let's go here. This is where I really want to look at. Hold on. Fuck. Full screen. Let's go back. Let's look at it. Let's see. Okay, here we go. No, that's just, they just changed the color scheme of the coaching things. It's the same thing. They're not revealing nothing crazy. Yeah. Offensive scheme, defense. Yeah, you have this in Madden already. West Coast spread, you have that in Madden already. Players within 3 overall. Okay, yeah, you have that. Hold on. Talent trees. What is this? Head coach, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, player personnel. All right. So I was watching some videos. They said that they already leaked, you know, offensive coordinator, defense coordinators. But it's glad that they threw it in the trailer. Head coach. Oh, that's just like NCAA. Player growth, staff modification. I kind of fuck with that. Is it enough for me to do a franchise video? Probably not. Because all the juggernauts are going to be on that day one and nobody's going to watch that shit. Staff management. Here we go. Matt Nagy, Sam Norris, Bill Lando. Okay, it seems like they're doing randomly generated names for offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators. I don't know if Sam Norris is a real person. I don't know the Bills. That's not the Bills. The Bears staff. But I'm assuming if they were, they would have put a big name team, i.e. like the Chiefs with what's his name, Andy Reid, and the guy with the really cool name. Let's just go fucking Tampa Bay right here. They would have went with Tampa Bay with I'm really blanking on the names. What is his name? Bruce Arians. So Bruce Arians and Todd Bowles at defensive coordinator. They would have put a big name guy in here because they know we gonna be skimming. Player personnel. Hold on, I gotta. Okay, so we got talent trees and like that. Okay, that's cool. And then manage player health. Oh, that's kind of nice. So now depth will actually kind of matter. If you got this, people got durability on there. You got to check the tires every once in a while. Okay. Fire. I fucks with it. Yeah. All right, that'll be cool in the rebuilds. Okay, so they revamped. Looks like they revamped the franchise menu. You can check out so if you go to online CFM, there's a members tab and it's just members in the like as commissioner or something. It's actually kind of random because sometimes I'm the commissioner and I'm in the middle, but it's just a list of player names. But now it looks like they have it set up to by division, which is a small touch that I really like, because sometimes I want to see who's playing who and I have to scroll down and be like, hold on, is he playing? And that's a nice little touch here. Game plan focus. I can't really see that in the YouTube video. You'll see me zoom in on it as I just threw my speaker. Yeah, not bad. Week 8. Okay, at least they revamped the look. This feels like it's gonna look good it's gonna feel good to look at for the first couple of weeks. But here's my thing. Hold on. Ooh, defensive game plan focus. All right, if we do this, I need this right here. I need it to actually affect the game. It's a small, like if you go through and you go to practice right now and during franchise and you practice certain things, i.e. like when we were in the YouTuber CFM, I'm pretty sure none of y'all really watched that, but we were in there when I played Mist of Faith. What I'd do is I'd have my I go to practice, I'd set the thing to inside run or stop outside zone and simulate it, and my players would get a player boost every time he ran outside zone type beat. And it does make a small difference. That does help. When I played Matthew, I would set it to beat in cover 3, so my receivers would get extra route running versus cover 3, this, that, and the third. Not a lot of people know about that, but now people might actually pay attention to it. But I feel like I need this to work more defensively. Like I don't know. I need it to be a little bit. If they're focusing on it every year when Madden puts something new into the game, and it makes, especially the back of the box features, they're typically overpowered. So, I mean, I don't want this to be, if you, realistically, even though this game isn't that realistic, if you want your team to focus on doing one thing, if you say, we need to contain the scramble for Lamar Jackson, I want them to be overpowered at stopping that man from scrambling. I want them to do that. So, yeah, that's cool. Not really much to pick out here anymore. Eric Rayweather going to have this whole thing done by the time I finish. There he is. They showed. Okay, so they got the Goldilocks. All right. Well, here's the thing. We need this as a hairstyle for everybody. Trevor Lawrence is cool, #1 overall pick. People are going to use him for views and stuff. Do the rebuild stuff like that. I want to make a player with Goldilocks, man. There's a player committed to Ohio who's rocking a mullet right now, and he's one of the hottest names in college football, and he hasn't even played it down. Let's get a mullet in here. And one thing I need my hairstyle of dreads, not those little ones that come out like here. Like, no, we need these style of dreads. We also need dreads that aren't a ponytail. Richard Sherman rocks the loose dreads and they're hanging all over. Like, it's cool, right? I'll pop some pictures up on YouTube. Well, yeah, but he has the dreads hanging over his name and they're on his shoulders and shit like that. We want that. Give us some more hairstyles. And also, definitely don't see it here, but let us wear our hand warmers backwards. Like, come on. All right, coaching tree introduced. Outside of home field advantage. Another feature that Madden 20 is seemingly lifting from NCAA 14 is the ability to hire, fire, defensive coordinators, improve them through a skill tree. Long requested feature, at depth. Madden isn't looking toward NCAA football. Honestly, their influence are rooted more in games like God of War. Grady says, my son and I have been playing it a lot. All right, this just goes out in general. I really hate when people do that. When you say, oh, did you pull this from here? Nah, I ain't do it. No, I got it from this other thing, or I've never heard of that. It's your fucking game. It's your game. The people have been asking you to put this shit in for years. Don't try to play cool guy. Yes, you lifted it from NCAA, but you just added shit from God of War. Maybe, like, come on. Why are you trying to cool kid this? You're not cool. The ratings were horrible last year. People are literally, the only people buying Madden 22 at this point is people who are making content on it or diehard Madden fans. Nobody's playing this shit if they're casual about it, because, oh my goodness, Madden isn't looking toward NCAA. You should. The game is 8 years old and people are still playing it. They dropped a mod for an 8-year-old game. Niggas is not modding Madden. Wait, let me take that back. They modded, what is that, Madden 20? That did not get nearly as much love as NCAA. That's a problem. If they were able to, an 8-year-old game should not get more love than this. Crazy, insane. We're not, at least, even if you didn't, even if you just completely robbed God of War, at least lie to us and say you did it from NCAA, so that way we can feel like we're getting NCAA. Because 8 years later, NCAA is still fucking fun. That's why their servers are still up. Insanity. Scouting will be updated later. What? Okay. All right. Not happening right away. All right. So we're gonna get this in fucking December. Says the team, but ultimately, make it part of a live update. We've been treating the whole game certainly. Oh man, y'all procrastinating? This not looking good. Trying to come in here and not be like, because everybody and their mama's gonna come in here and read this blog and just shit on the EA. I'm not that kind of person. I try to look at things for what it is. But right now, if this is, they're 0 for 2 right now. They really are. All right. First, you try to play cool kid, and now you're admitting you procrastinated by saying like, we were just gonna push this to Madden 23. You know, we gave y'all coach trees. Y'all be all right. But ultimately, we're just gonna make it a live update. We're not looking for updates. Madden 20 was updates. Madden 21 was updates, and we see how that went. Anyways, well, let's see. We continue to work on it and get it out. All right, I'm gonna need y'all. Look, benefit of the doubt. If the live update's pretty cool, as long as y'all build on it at 23 and don't be like, let's just stick with the update, we're cool. Franchise will include 35 more scenarios. Key criticism of Madden's franchise mode in recent years has been its scenario engine, a one-dimensional attempt to add a bit of storytelling to each game, which is facts. But let me stop cutting them off. Let's finish this. Usually form accounting a team's star player. In response, EA hired a community member to build up the engine, and they responded with some 35 new scenarios. This year we hired somebody out of the community who was super passionate about this, taught him the tool, and allowed him to create I think some really compelling scenarios. Said I think you're really going to enjoy the refresh. All right, I'm not big on grammar, but I don't know, that sentence didn't roll off the tongue for me, but I guess that is cool. But the thing is, with the scenarios, they kind of be, I don't know, it's too randomized. Like, I get it that they don't want it to be set in stone how you key these scenarios, because then you'll just, cheese it and have, 22 superstars on your team. But at the end of the day, like, y'all, come on. First off, in Madden 20, same thing. Yeah, for Madden 21, there's no scenario. There's no breakout scenarios for your quarterback. There's no breakout scenarios for your tight end. There's no breakout scenarios for your kicker, punter. What else? There's no scenarios for your linemen, your offensive linemen. And then there's really your defensive tackle doesn't get any, because like defensive tackles don't get that many stats. It's rare, like it's random for your defensive back to get it, and I don't think I've seen one for free safeties and strong safeties. So all your breakout scenarios are typically for your running back and your wide receiver, but they're not the only people on the team balling. Okay, all right, that's not what we're here for. Halftime adjustments will add a bit of realism to the game. Franchise mode has long feature the ability to choose certain plays to emphasize before the game, incurring corresponding stat bonuses, which I've used, but not too many people know about that or really use it, because it's very useful. Now it's possible to do a similar thing during halftime. It's a minor change, but it does add a bit more realism and fluent to the game. I fuck with that. I really do. If I want to come out and stop, Mr. Face outside zone, and then he's like, you know what? I want to run dive. I want to be able to switch and say, all right, let's stop the dive. Or if he comes out and he's throwing cover 3 beaters, I want to switch to having better coverage in cover 4 and stuff like that. So that's cool. I like that. But still nothing to like be like, holy I want to play this game for anybody who's not doing content. Even if you're doing content, there's really so far nothing that is saying, wow, I want to make a video on this. Not yet. The Super Bowl presentation will finally be different. Okay, let me pause it right here before I read the rest of it. Yes. All right, winning the Super Bowl means nothing. The presentation is weak, okay? It's very weak. You're just walking. There's some confetti. It's the same presentation we've seen since like Madden 13. All right, I didn't win a Super Bowl in Madden 12, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty damn similar to that. So, that would be great to have a new presentation, especially if they say some cool things. They talk about your season or something instead of congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs most valuable player, Damian Harris. Oh, it's boring as fuck. Same since oh my gosh, they slacking. 2011, that's literally 11 years. That's so tough. But all right, let's read the rest of it. All right, because right now I just set some high hopes, which I shouldn't have done. After years pointed videos showing how big the Super Bowl presentation hasn't changed a bit, glad they kept it a stack here. Shout out to IGN. Madden 22 will be changing things up this year. Improvements will be joined by updates to the broadcasting package, including flyovers and a great big American flag. Okay, you added some patriotism to it. All right, but here's the thing. That is cool if you're doing rebuilds and shit. But if you want to, like most people, when they go to this game, they want to personalize. They love using create a player. So if you update the broadcast package and you don't do the thing that the older Maddens did where they had a variety of names that they could, kind of throw in there when they're talking about MVP goes to, and then they'll like cut out and be like, let's think of a random name. MVP goes to Matthew Jenkins. Congratulations, yada, yada, yada. But if they only have Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, a set correlation of names, now everybody who wants to use creative players misses out on this. And most people are like, depending if you're celebrating or not, after a Super Bowl or two, you don't give a fuck about the flyovers. The American flag is cool, but there is really nothing like I was saying, I'm trying to be a full-time YouTuber, full-time content creator, so I have to play Madden 22 because it's the only thing that's going to get views for me and my channel size right now. But if you're not a content creator, there's really honestly no point in getting Madden 22. You're essentially playing Madden 21 revamped, or in this case you're playing Madden 20 revamped, if we're keeping it a stack. There's just nothing really to sell you. I don't want to play franchise no more unless I'm doing the rebuilds, so I'm not playing a full 16. The coaching tree is cool, honestly, awesome, depending on how you do it. But if you're still in it from God of War, having my player get a I can't even imagine. I don't even want to joke about it because it might actually be in there. Oh yeah, players get a 15% speed boost because I don't know, fucking XYZ is from a track school. I don't know. Coaching tree is cool, but to me, it's just at the end of the day, you have to play the fucking game, okay? And from here, it seems like they did a bunch of buttering here, okay? For me, it seems like they really, I don't know. It seems like they made the cornflakes box colorful and vibrant, They put the Fruit Loops logos and shit on the cornflakes box, Yeah, it looks cool. We love to look at it. More people might buy it because it's cool to look at. You know, you might eat a bowl or two to try it out, but at the end of the day, cornflakes are kind of bland. You know, people like sugar. So I don't even know what other analogies to use here. What do they call it? You're putting makeup on a pig. You know, that's pretty much what's going on here. I mean, it's not terrible. They're trying, but you had a whole year to put in a coaching tree. But instead of just taking from NCAA 14 and buttering that up, making it a little more modernized, and for the NFL, you know, which would have took you not as long as just completely making it from scratch, instead of taking it from NCAA where everybody loves, we're gonna borrow it from God of War. That's just, no offense, but that's just wasting time when something, the coaching tree is cool, but the game is year round. 3 months into the game, nobody gives a fuck about the coaching tree. So you got 9 months of just people like, all right, I don't feel like playing this no more, because coaching tree is only going to last so long. Scouting will be updated later. If you take 5 months to update the game like you did last year, half the player base is not going to give a fuck anymore. Like, dog, the game came out in July-ish, July, September. No, I think it was July. I remember they released it early. And we didn't get the update to where you could change abilities until November. You know, like November, December-ish. Insane. And then the scenarios, these are all just, yeah. I didn't want to come in here to shit on them. You know, to me, Madden 21 was not a bad game. It just didn't improve on too much on the previous game. So far, it seems like we got the same thing here. It's like Madden 22 is not going to be a bad football game, but compared to Madden 21, it's going to be atrocious because all they did was throw in some things we've been begging for the last couple of years. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Madden is so trash, so content creators can't blow up. Like, Bingo rebuilded all 30 teams 8 times. So, yep. Yeah, so that's pretty much how I feel about it. Kind of, right now, it seems like Madden 21 revamped. Yeah, I mean, I got everything I need to say out. Like, these features don't really sell you. I mean, we're happy they're in the game. It's simple improvements, but we need more. Okay, we need more. But yeah, as long as they keep adding on to it, I have to play the game because I want to make a living off of this. But yeah, I hope maybe this is the start of something good, but don't get your hopes up. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Let me know how you feel in the comments about this. I feel like it's a little lackluster, but it is just a trailer. Maybe the deep dives will sell us. But until we meet in the comments, envy no man, because we know we up next. Sponsored by Atari and